My name is Okwemiko. I'm a developer advocate at Premium, and just if you do not know me, I'm here reintroducing myself because I actually just landed a new role at Premium as developer advocate, and really excited to do this with everyone. And yeah, I'm looking forward to doing many more amazing things. So in this video, I will be sharing something really new because I am really interested in diving into different technologies and just like I've been doing stuff on Jamstack, AI, I've been doing stuff on different aspects or different parts of technology. So I actually just got into cloud computing, and it's actually very easy, all with the help of um, Spin and Fermion for deploying your application. So this is something really exciting. And yeah, we've got WebAssembly and intersecting with cloud computing. So it's really exciting stuff, and I mean, really amazing stuff. And I would love to share my screen before I actually get into the real stuff. I mean, the real deal. And yes. Mm, sorry. And yeah. So here is something. To get started with Spin, you could use this Spin documentation. It's actually the fastest way to get started with Spin. And just if you do not um, have just if you do not have a way of reaching out to me as developer advocate at Premium, you could actually just, I would share a link below for I would actually share a link at the end of this video for the Discord community where you could just um, ping anyone or just text if you are having any issues with Spin or Femio. And so, of course, this is something really interesting here, and we've got Spin. So what Spin is, it is actually this. It's actually more like a framework. It's a WebAssembly framework for creating microservice applications. It's just even used for getting into cloud computing pretty much easily. So it's actually used for building microservice applications with WebAssembly components. So you just actually see how to get started with everything. So with Spin, our aim is just to get things pretty much fast, easy, scalable, portable, and pretty much accessible. That's literally what I can say. Just to get things, I mean, to get WebAssembly pretty much accessible. Yeah, it's Spain. So that's just the aim, and that's literally just everything about Spain. And then it's very fast, extremely fast, and it's something I really know about. And I've actually worked on it. I've worked on Bartholomew, I've worked on Spain, and I've tried different stuff out, and I've actually seen it's pretty much fast. The reason why I was actually advocating for Jamstack then was because Jamstack is really fast and very much accessible. Yeah, and of course, I love to advocate. Who does not love to use easier alternatives? Yeah, so it's actually going to be nice stuff. Getting into something easy, just as Spin is easy for WebAssembly. Also, we've got something in here. This is the structure of Spin application. First, you could just see how it works. And actually, I'll just be doing a demo of how everything works. First, you would actually get into this quick start guide because this is the main part of where everything is. So of course, this is where you should, or you can actually go get, you can get the latest release for it to install. Firstly, you need Spin CLI. And to get the Spin CLI, I would actually show you the link for this. And for getting the Spin CLI, I'm really unsure where it is, but I'm not sure where it is anymore. Well, uh, maybe I'll check the GitHub and get things ready. But well, that's not really it now. But let me just check this. If this is it, and I'll share it in the link below. And I'm sorry, not this. I'm not sure if it's this. I'm sorry. GitHub slash pretty sure it's in here. It's somewhere around here, but of course, I would actually share the place where you can actually just get things started here for installing a spin CLI. And it's really important. I mean, that's the basic thing you need to do before actually just diving into spin. I mean, that's literally the main thing you should do. So of course, I'm still looking for a way to figure this out. Uh, it should be in the docs, but I'm not sure where it is anymore. But of course, I'll share this in the link below and just expect it maybe after or stuff. So I actually have the spin CLI in here, and of course, it's installed already. It's installed. It's actually with me, and oh, please hold on. I actually feel in a way guilty of not sharing this. It's probably not here. Okay, please hold on. Spin. I probably not here. I will check this site. If it's here, it's still not even here. And so actually trying to look for where this is. Okay, it seems I've seen something. Yes, check this. Okay, right. So here is where you can actually see different different releases for like spin CLI installation. For example, there's a different one for Windows, there's a different one for Linux, there's different one for Intel Macs, Intel based Macs. There's different one for Silicon Macs and literally different ones. So you could actually see all of them in here. And here is one for Linux. Here is one sorry, this is one for Silicon based Macs, and this is one for Intel based Macs and Windows, and yeah, all of them in here. So that's just it about that. So you have to install this. You have to get started with. You have to install which one fits your computer at first. So that's just the first way to get started with that. And of course, use this in your terminal. For example, now that I have my very own spin CLI, I do not have to install this anymore. and I don't have to run all these commands. Not sure if it's going to cause any problem, but I'm just avoiding issues. So after then, one thing you have to do is after installing your Spin CLI, you could just check literally everything in here. Quick start and introduction, everything here is going to help. After doing that, you really have to dive into, yeah, you actually have to start building from the source. You have to dive into the real world and start building from source. For example, running these commands here, I will show you what it brings. Sorry. So I'll actually show you what this brings. And okay, yeah, okay, fine. This is with me already. And let me just try. No, since this is for Spin CLI. Oh yeah, that's for Spin CLI. But now already I have this, for example, Spin templates. Yeah, so it's actually going to bring all of this. And the reason why I used this dot then this slash is probably because I'm using an Intel based Mac. Yeah, so maybe that's probably maybe most likely reason why I'm not sure if that's just technical reasons. And of course, you could just say spin, and it's nope, spin templates install. Okay, oh, I'm seeing it here. And from this, get to this. Okay, this is installed already. I mean, everything is installed. Okay. Spin. I should actually run another commands because yeah, this is the command to run. So to run in new, then basically first. I'm doing all this because I have the spin CLI in the directory I'm running it. And of course, we are going to be using the Rust for this, is why I mentioned this. And of course, maybe let me just create a let me go in description, simple product description should be simple projects. Of course, this has to be slash, and this has to be a slash again. Then so everything is set already, and you could actually just find this project out in your directory. Of course, this. Maybe this directory here, for example, we've got something like somewhere here. Then you get to see this, yeah, open report. So for example, I open my new VS Code and try to open that. It's perhaps to see what's happened. You see everything, you see the templates, you see literally everything. So let me just get this started. And yes, A should be A open loop or somewhere around where. Yeah, this is it. Yeah. So literally, here it is. Here is everything. And this is spin.toml file. This is where you can see everything here. And this is, of course, live.rs file. So, of course, that's literally how your basic spin application looks like. So this is it. Not different, actually, not different, because you can see everything in here. The spin.toml file, you could see everything here. Same thing, literally. So this is also for the live.rs file. I saw this, yeah, this for the live.rs file. Just so after doing all this, it's now time for you to build your spin component. And how do you do that? This is where you get started with building your spin component. For example, so everything builds. Nope, sorry, you have to do cd and b import. Yes. So I have to put the spin CLI in this project for it to be functional. So this is spin. This I think should be spin builds. Sorry, builds. So it starts installing. Sorry, it starts running all the components, building the components rather, and yeah, from there we actually run the application. We do spin up, and then we get to see what exactly we've built, and then how this pops up, and then that is literally everything. So this sets this. This is actually the request that sets as a parameter. So it gives this one a response, and the response here is this. The response is what actually shows to people. For example, I'll just run this now, and then you just get to see hello Premium, for example. Oh, sorry, I think I made a mistake. Open. Oh, well, not going to do that anymore, but it's within the component and so maybe when it's done, so we'll now get started with the real spin up, and then from spin up we get to, of course, we get to do this before spin up, of course, yeah, but it's not compulsory we do this. So let's just wait till this. It will take a while, and then literally just for building it's just for building microservices with WebAssembly framework spin. So this way you do not have to really get into something so technical, or of course it's technical, but something really, really hard. It's probably not even going to happen. This is actually a way of diving into something very easy, because I myself, honestly, I got to learn about spin in just a few days, and then it's actually very easy stuff to learn, and I never also had an experience on how cloud computing works or WebAssembly, to be very honest. I did not, so I could just say it took me through all of this, and that's just it. So just trying to see if, yeah, so it's done. So successful. Um, it's actually successful build. And what next? To spin up. So here are the available routes for this, and of course, to get started with another, yeah. So this is actually what we are going to run now, and Coral, then this. Oh, CD, another CD. Sorry, CD then this. I'm sorry. CD then A 24 and this. So you could actually see hello Fermion, yeah, and then that's your first application. So it's that quick and easy to get into spin, to be very honest. And then you could actually just read everything in here. For this is where you get started with building components with trust. So spin is just all about building components for microservices. So this is, well, I actually feel spin is, Rust is actually the best if you want to use spin. Of course, we've got other languages. For example, we've got Go, but they do not have much support as Rust and because you could just see, of course, there are other stuffs in here, C++, C, C sharp, and of course, we just even launched the .NET SDK, and I would also be sharing a link of the article, the introductory article in here in this video. And you could actually see we did, yeah, this is for Go, this is Rust. To get started with Rust, you have to even start with this. Yeah. So this is literally everything. This is the basic stuff. This is the basic stuff you can find in the lib.rs file. And what I actually explained there was in here. So whatever we built there, I mean, in this code right here. So what's saying is this. This actually helps to take this request as a parameter and then returns an HTTP response. And the response here, everything, you can just see this response builder, and then actually everything falls into this, which you can see in here. So that's literally how it works and how to get started with Spin and how easy it is to dive into cloud computing with Spin, to be very honest. It's very, very accessible stuff and easy to use, very, very easy to use. And so that's it. And thank you very much for taking our time to watch this video. And yeah, I actually saw something in here. What's the use of WebAssembly? So of course, it's actually, well, very, very hard to to explain, to be very honest. So it's, I'm sorry, hold on. Just trying to get started with some stuff, honestly. And it's just for, and firstly, WebAssembly is actually used for how do I say this? Developing websites or applications that has a very, very high performance, to be honest. It's a way of creating websites or just stuffs in a very, very open way, something that enables something that enables websites to have this very fast performance, high performance of doing things. Not just fast, but of course it could be scalable and just somehow everything that makes up the Jamstack. So let's relate Jamstack with WebAssembly, and then scalability, everything. I mean, the way you could make your websites faster, the way you could do this with your website, the way you could make it pretty much scalable and stuff. It's the primary use of Jamstack. And I could just see that question, and I hope I've actually just replied to your question. And yeah, that's just it. It's just for enabling fast and high performance of web applications and pages. That's just the primary goal. And sorry, I took time to answer because I was actually doing something else, and that's just the primary aim of Jamstack. Sorry, of WebAssembly. I'm kind of fond of saying Jamstack, but yeah, I would love to show this. And yeah, so that's the question. And yeah, I guess I've answered it. And thank you very much for joining this video and my live stream. Thank you very much. And yeah, it's really nice to do this again. And can't wait to see you next time. Bye.